combining like terms with negative coefficients and distribution. Simplify to create an equivalent expression. So what we want to do here is we want to distribute to get rid of this parentheses. So we have the 1 plus, remember that's on the outside. Remember the 4 with the parentheses is multiplication, so don't take the 1 plus 4 and create 5. This part right here is a multiplication, so leave the 1 separate. So you're going to take 4 times 6, that's going to be 24 with the letter P. Now we're going to take, we have our minus sign, so now we take 4 times 9, which is 36. So let's code it so we make our numbers as a box. We'll go ahead and circle our letter and we'll put the minus 36 in the box. And notice that I captured the minus sign. So we have 24p. So we have 24 letter P. That still stays the same. But right here, we only have $1, but we ended up borrowing $36. So we should pay 36 back, but we're only paying back 1. So that brings it down to 35, what we owe. So it looks like it should be 24p minus 35, which would be letter B. And remember, we're only choosing one answer. Let's go to the next one. So here we want to do basically the same thing. You don't want to take 19 minus 6 and make it into a 13. You have to realize that they're separate, that the minus 6 is attached to the parentheses, so we have to distribute with that. So basically we're going to just ignore the 19 for now and just work with the minus 6 and multiplying through there. So we're just going to say 19. Now these are like double. This is like a negative 6 and a negative 1. So that's going to be turned into a positive 6 with the letter K. Now we're going to take a negative 6 times the negative 2, so that does turn into a positive 12. So let's go ahead and code the problem. So we'll go ahead and box our numbers. We'll circle our letters. Remember, capture the sign, so that's a plus sign. Box in the 12, capture the plus sign. So now we're just going to have 6K because there's no other circles. And the two boxes here alerts me that I can bring these two numbers together. So 19 plus 12 is 31. So we're looking for 6K plus 31, which would be C. Notice that it says only choose one answer. Okay, next one. We want to simplify to create an equivalent expression. So here we have two parentheses here with outside numbers. We're going to multiply by negative 2. When you multiply by negative, it's going to make all the numbers opposite. So we multiply here, this negative 5 should turn into a positive. This term will positive, and this term will actually turn into a negative. So right here we're going to multiply through by negative 2. So this does turn into a positive 10n. And then right here we expect this positive 6 to turn into a negative. So that turns into a negative 12. Now we want to multiply through by positive 5. Well, when you multiply through by positive, it doesn't change anything. So the 2 is still positive and the 7 will be negative. So 5 times 2 is a positive 10. Now we're going to take 5 times a negative 7n. It's still going to be a negative. It's going to be a negative 35n. So let's code the problems. Let's circle these letters. Let's circle this letter here. Let's go ahead and box. So we're going to say 10n minus 35. So you owe 35, but you should pay back 35, but you're only paying back 10. So, whoops. So this would actually turn into a negative 25n. So let's write this up here. So this is negative 25n. Now, right here you owe 12, but you're only giving back 10. So, you should pay back 12, but you only pay back 10. So you still owe 2. So we're looking for negative 25n minus 2. Well, the only one for that is D. And again, notice that there's only to choose one answer. Okay, let's go to the next question. Here we want to simplify the expression. So we have 5 and plus 7, and the 7 is attached to the parentheses. So again, you do not want to add these together and make that 12. So you want to keep the numbers separate. So you're going to have a 5. Now you're multiplying through by positive 7, so that means that the numbers are not going to become opposite. This will still be a positive, this will still be a negative. So 7 times 8 is 56R. Now we multiply 7 times a negative 2, where this is going to be a minus, and then 7 times 2 is 14. So let's code the problems. Let's put a box around the 5. Let's go ahead and circle the letter, and let's box the number. So we're going to get 56R. Let me write that better, because that does look like a negative. So we're going to say 56R. Now we owe 14. We should pay back 14, but we're only paying back 5. So that means we still owe $9. So we need something that has 56R minus 9. The only answer that matches that is D. And again, notice that we're only choosing one answer.